Yeah. Welcome to the realm of Millenia. I am your host, the Millennian Mailman. Alright. I just want to hop in real good. But welcome to Millenia. Be ye man, woman, child, be ye. Spirit, creature, demon, be ye. Native migrator or an invader into these wonderful realms. I am your host, the Millennian Mailman, and I'll be here world building for you. Here, long after you have begun to acclimate and, of course, begun to fit in. Alright? Let's sit back, relax, and oh my god, I can't. I'm not out of breath, you are. But yes, Tourism Tuesday. Be man, woman, child, spirit, creature, demon, native, migrator, invader, welcome to the realm of the Millenia. I am your host, here to help you fit in as I world build this universe for you. Alright, today is Tourism Tuesday, so I'll be introducing you into some concepts from my book, Millenia, this series I have going on. I've been writing, I am an author. Oh boy, I'm not out of breath, you are. Right? Just got 2 seconds. Alright. Yes, Tourism Tuesday. I'll be introducing you to some things that in my novel that I'm writing and currently working on. And on this glorious Tourism Tuesday, where I give you my thoughts and ideas from the book. Quick notes, these are not spoilers. Tourism Tuesday is never a spoiler day. I'm not spoiling you on anything in the novel. I'm simply giving you lore. This is literal day of book lore, where I'm giving you things I already know and guarantee is not getting easily well flushed out. I'm going to have references and Easter eggs to these things in the novel, but if you actually want to know more, come to the channel here on Tourism Tuesday, because on Tourism Tuesday days, I will be actually flushing these topics out for you, okay? Not something I'll ever really be doing on a regular other day, right? So, here we are. Today is Tourism Tuesday. With me, your Millennian Mailman, here to deliver that daily post of Millennian Intel. Today's topic of posting is going to include that gossip on the immortal invaders. Immortal invaders. Entirely separate from you, me and you, the Millennian natives here to this realm, right? The little lore on them is going to be the fact that the true immortal invaders are actually a couple of shipwrecked individuals that accidentally find themselves in the glorious beaches on the land of Millenia, in the Millenian realms. They are not actually natives of Millenia, like me, your Millennian Mailman. They are just regular, normal people like you over there in the audience. But in true fantasy fiction fashion, they just wound up here in the realm in their regular bodies with their own personal minds, and they're just here now, living off the land to sustain themselves, trying to get out, trying to get home. Then coming to understand that there's little they can do to actually get out, so they're understanding where they're at and how they adapt to the environment like any other creature in any environment. Try to understand what's going on and adapt to it as best as they can, so they don't just end up croaking the bucket. So if they go from just where am I to then living off the land to understanding and adapting to the land, and ultimately getting to the point of controlling and maintaining it like all proper apex creatures would. They'd get protective of the land and live with it symbiotically. And they go from there to experimenting and manipulating Millenia like any human would, to leeching and parasiting off Millenia after growing addicted to the outcomes, that power that Millenia really gives them. And from there to being rejected and repelled, as the whole, like all the cancers do when discovered while growing destructive. I'll explain that a bit more, but of course, not all of those invaders are bad, but for Millenia's sake, the purge is necessary. Okay, so delve into it. So this is just more so the aspect of like this Tourism Tuesday is more the steady progression of how it develops. The characters developed into being hated as they are today. Because in the novel, they are around the board generally not liked, right? So they're just random people. Say like any of you be on the screen listening to the sound of this voice today, you get warped into another dimension through the Bermuda Triangle, right? You land on an island and you realize, oh my gosh, I am suddenly somehow in a fantasy world that doesn't make any sense. They started out just trying to live to understanding their environment and adapting to it, to like, okay, I'm going to try and control it, become as close to the apex predator here as much as possible till I can get out. I gotta maintain what I have and development so I don't regress in my strength. To after that, being basically protective of it and experimenting to what can I possibly do to be stronger, to doing the most normal of human things we do and getting addicted to that power and everything there that comes with it, to then effectively growing addicted to the power and trying to leech off the fantasy world system that they have in place. And once you go from symbiosis to parasitism, like any natural ecosystem, you get labeled as a cancer and you start getting rejected because you're like growing out of control. So these invaders who were entirely normal ended up changing from the length of time they were spending in Millenia without an ability to get out on their own. So like a cancer, they started growing and expounding on themselves and growing stronger, and it's like, whoa, bro, right? But that's the concept of the true immortal invaders that I have here in the book. I'm running out of time on my camera space, but that's them. And of course, they're not all bad, whatever. They're all bad. They're not all bad, but for the sake of the realm of Millenia, we do end up needing to purge them out of the system, because we got to do what's got to be done, or we're at risk for losing the rest. But that's everything for today on today's Tourism Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed today's lore building here in the world of Millenia. And I got 20 seconds left. Let me do this outro. Leave a like if you agreed. If you liked what I had to say, comment in the comment section below. I'll talk about it on a Q&A Monday. Share it if you want me to expound even more on that topic. And subscribe if you want me to finish this book. Bye.